Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome at Matt's workshop. We are going to take a look this afternoon at two model kits I received this week, coming from JPG Production. First kit we are going to take a look at is the Gonk Droid and the MSE6 Droid, which is often called the Droid Mouse. This kit is at 1/12 scale and both has been mastered by Stefan Husser. First, I would like to say thank you to everyone which are watching me. This is my first video and I hope everything will be fine. English is not my mother tongue, so I hope I will be clear enough and not making too much mistakes. Okay, so let's take a look at the Gonk Droid first. The Gonk Droid, come on. Okay, the Gonk Droid is coming in three main pieces. You have pieces to make the assembly of the main head, I would say, and pieces to make the assembly of the legs. So, taking a look at the head, you have here the bottom part of a leg. This bottom part is nicely cast. I don't see warp or molding problems. There are little burrs to clean, but this is common with resin kits. Here you have the upper part. The upper part is nicely cast too. There are some tiny details which will have to be cleaned, but nothing bad. Nice details. As said, it's 1/12 scale, so it will be a nice add to your Bandai dioramas. Between the upper part and the lower part of the main body, you have this plate. The name bottom here is engraved. So if you want to make the assembly, you have to push it in position. Again, small details to clean, but nothing bad. And I hope I'm making it right. Here we go. Here you have the main hull, the main body part. As you see in my hand, this is a nice big robot, which will be a nice add to my collection. Taking a look at the feet now and the legs, you have here the two legs, which are supposed to be this way with a line outside. Nicely cast. The round shape here has no molding line. There are some little bubbles here, but nothing bad. This is underneath the foots, so nothing bad. Here a little cleanup to do, but some nice parts. Anyway, to connect those parts with the main body, you have this part here, which you have to glue in this hole. As you can see, the two fits are well going in it, and I will not try to push it in force because there are some little burrs here that I have to clean also here, and if I push it in force I will not be able to take it away. And to end the review of this droid, you have here two tubes which are also nice casted. There are some tiny molding line, but which will be easy to clean. And as you can see, a transparent resin skin here, I will say, which will be easily removed. So, this is for the first droid. Now let's take a look at the mouse droid. As you see, the mouse droid is really straightforward assembly. There are 1, 2, 3 parts, and also parts to make the antennas using metallic rods. So let's take a look. The metallic rods, you have 3 of them, and you have to cut 12 3mm rods to make the assembly. Here you have the 2 wheels, or the 4 wheels with the 2 wheels holder, let's say, and the main body here, which is nicely cast. Here you have the position, the plate on which were electrical chips, as I remember in the movie. Nice little kit. You have already pre-drilled the holes here, in which you will have to put the antennas. So this is also a nice little kit, which I will be happy to have in my collection. Great job done by Jimmy from JPG JPG Production, and the master done by Stefan Husser. Thank you guys, this is an awesome job, and those are really nice kits. I'm really happy to have purchased them. Now let's take a look at the second one. Okay, there was 2 kits in here, but I have 1 kit and one other one to show you on today. The second one is the Probot, also at 112 scale, also mastered by JPG Productions, and this time the master has been made by Nicholas Sagan, which is a really great kit engineer. So here you have a little sticker. Let's take a look at the parts. As you see on the instructions, the head is made by 2 parts, the main body made by 2 parts. After that you have to add the gun on the side and the 2 antennas on the top to make them look like this. You also have 3 lenses which have to be added on the sides. You will see later they are really great, and it will not be needed to paint them. And after that you have on the bottom of the droid the legs with the clamps, which are also really good. So, enough talking, let's take a look at the part. Here you have the base plate. This base plate is showing a snowland. You can see snow, you can see rocks. I think that if you want to make a Jakku diorama, it will be great looking as sand too. I don't know what I am going to do yet. I also like a lot the Jakku's War. I played a lot of Star Wars Battlefront, and this is really interesting me to make a diorama showing Jakku. Coming with it, you have an acrylic rod, which will be great to hold the droid. And now, the main parts. Following the instructions, here you have the 2 parts which are needed to make the head. Let's take a look at the head first. Here you can see nice details everywhere, with all of those tiny holes, all of the lenses. Some of them are already casted in, some of them are not here and will be added using the, I think, acrylic ones or resin one, I don't know. Perhaps someone can correct me about that. You see, this head has an awesome casting. As you can see, I will try to make it turn in the axis of the camera, but there is not a lot of warp or not warp at all. A little bubble here, but nothing hard to correct. Underneath this part, you have to add this one. You can see there is a little slot here, which goes in here, and using this you will be able to close the head easily. There is casting remains here, so I will not try to push it in form, or I will stuck it in position. After that, you can make the assembly of the body. Again, this assembly is to make in two parts. Here you have the upper part, which is also nicely cast. A lot of holes, a lot of details everywhere. And you see here the rod, which will be inserted in the hole of the head. Now the lower part of the body. You have here nice details on all the circumference of the body. You have also nice details on the lower part. And if we want to make a little pre-assembly, I will not try to push it in force 2, or I will destroy something as it is resin. So up, up, and as you can see, once the lead are going to be added, this is going to make a nice big kit. Now let's take a look at the legs. There are 3 screws for the legs. You see casting remain up. So the legs are coming in 3 screws, as said. Here you have the first one. On this first screw you have 1 big leg, 1 tiny leg with the clamps. As you can see, I don't know if we can see on the camera, the clamps have nice details everywhere. We also have a lot of resin remains of the casting, which will have to be removed, but nothing bad. This part has more casting remains than the others, but I think that this is a part which may be trickier to cast, so nothing bad at the end. Here is the second one, with a second big leg, which is not at the same side that this one, with a little clamp, a little leg here too. Nice details. When you put it underneath here, you can see that this is going to be a really big kit. For you guys or ladies who don't have the money to buy a Hot Toys or a Sideshow one, this is a really good representation of this droid. And here is the last leg. A little leg with a clamp at the extremity. As said, there are remains of molding, casting process, but you can see it's easily cleaned. It's really easy to remove. Those parts are really thin, so I hope I will be able to remove it without breaking anything. Here you go. Well, of course there is some cleanup to do here, but I won't be doing it during this review. So this is for the legs, and to take a look at the little parts which are remaining. You have, as for the droid mouse, you have the metallic rods, you have some, I will say, stainless steel rod. You have to take this rod, cut it to the length needed, and then glue it on the rods. This will make the antennas. This will be looking good. After that, in this bag, you have the three lenses, which are really shiny, really well casted. So, as you can see, no need to paint them, just glue them in position at the end of the assembly and the painting. You have here some wire tube which will go underneath the main body. You have to push it in here, perhaps put some brass or steel rod to help holding them, I don't know. It is going to make a nice detail. And last part to take a look at, we have here the main gun, which has to be assembled, I think, around here. So this is the end of this review. I thank everyone to have taken the time to watch me. As said, this is my first video on my YouTube channel for my Facebook page, so I hope everything has been okay and that this has been an interesting one. What I can say about those two kits as a conclusion is that if you want those droids in your collection, you can go and buy them. Those are really nice kits, and the assembly doesn't look hard, so for modelers which are not making scale models for a long time, it's a great choice. To show you what will be shown in the next review, because this week I received 4 model kits coming from JPG Productions. On the next review, we are going to take a look at the Moldy Crow model kit, mastered by Nicholas Sagan, which is a really nice kit, which is at 144 scale. And on the next video, it will be a way more longer video. We are going to take a look at the big Nebulon B frigate, which is also sold by JPG Production. So, thanks everyone to watch this video, and see you next time. Take care.